What is going on, everyone? Today we are setting sail on Oasis of the Seas, one of Royal Caribbean's Oasis class ships. And we're not by ourselves, we're with some friends and my family for their second cruise ever. And as you can see, it's a little busy because we are officially sailing away, so let's go have some fun. We should be able to go get right on. Hi, thank you.
Everybody look excited. We made it on board.
We're gonna go to our muster station. We're gonna take them to theirs though.
Over there.
Yeah, you can come with us. We'll take you to the muster station. All right, so we have officially made it onto the ship here on Oasis of the Seas. First thing that we're gonna do getting on the ship is we are going to knock out our assembly station stuff. That's all the safety things. And it's going to vary where your room is located at. So our assembly station isn't gonna be the same one as yours probably. And so since it's my mom and the rest of the family's first time, we are gonna kind of escort them around and take them to their assembly station. So we were on deck 5. Theirs is deck 6, I believe, at the Aqua Theater. So we're gonna head back this way because it's at the back of the ship. This is the boardwalk area, which is pretty cool. And you guys can see there are rooms with balconies on either side. And these are the balconies that overlook the boardwalk area. So kind of cool, but it's a good differentiation to know between boardwalk and an ocean view. And there is probably one of the iconic views, which is the name of the ship with those slides. Man, those are so much fun. What's yours, G2? Or? Yeah. So you're on the right side, G1's on the left side. I think, where are we going from here? You want to go up to the spa?
So up here in the spa area, my brother Matthew really wanted to check out this thermal suite area. We took a pass on it. It only has these 4 tile beds and a few of the showers and saunas in here. So for us, it didn't really seem worth it for this cruise. This is something that normally Taylor and I would splurge on, is the kind of thermal suites area. But on the Oasis and the other Oasis class ships, it just isn't quite enough. We don't think it's big enough for a ship that holds so many people. And granted that this is limited to, I think maybe only 50 people, 30 people on the entire ship. Still though, it's just not really worth it. Now they do try to upsell you here with some of the couple stuff, which is this 1 hour that you get in this kind of private hot tub and spa-ish area. And then they also have another one that is the mudroom area as well. But again, we took a hard pass on this. Matthew actually ended up splurging on it.
It's probably going to be a little busy in here, just so you know.
Chris said it's packed.
Now, if you have never cruised before, don't let this scare you. This is pretty typical on boarding day, embarkation day, whatever you want to call this. The buffet area on almost any ship is going to be really, really busy. It's just easy to come up, grab something to eat real quick, and sit down. And I mean, and you'll find this on almost every ship, Disney included, Norwegian. This is just typical. It's busy. And so you kind of just have to have some patience. You might have to walk around a few times. You might even have to stand around and wait for a table to open up. But it's going to be busy on the first day. If you can, try to eat before you get on the ship so that you don't necessarily have to eat with the rush that comes in here for lunch. So we did end up managing to find some tables here towards the back and grab something to eat.
All right, the rooms are ready, so we thought we'd take the fam here to their room. They have an inside room, 273. Yay! And they have 1 bag here so far. Oh, they're there.
We got our room keys. Let's go in.
So when we originally booked this ship, we actually booked an inside stateroom. And after we had our trip on the Fantasy back in November, that was an inside stateroom, and I was just like, I can't do another inside stateroom. It's too dark. I didn't get up. So we did a royal up, and we got a balcony, which is pretty nice. So assuming the lights aren't flickering like crazy, I think it's a pretty nice size room. And definitely have a little bit of space here on the desk for me to be able to set up my computer. And wow, this is actually the first time I've seen a ship that has multiple plugs like this all in one spot. So I want to talk a little bit about the space in here once again. So we've got some drawers over here, little hair dryer, open space, and of course we've got like a little fridge which we can utilize for a few things here and there. And then we've got closer over here towards where the bathroom's at, folder drops. I'm not sure why those are there. It's a little strange. I've never seen that before on a ship. We've got the bed, and of course we have space underneath the bed, which I know is kind of hard to see. And then once we move over here, we've got all of basically the closet space and plenty of space to put, like, you know, maybe shoes, put some shorts over here. Most of this side is basically just going to be for hanging stuff up, shoes on the bottom maybe, and then like this little space up top to put, you know, I don't know, some things here and there. The setup, yeah, definitely a little bit different on this ship, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I actually kind of like this layout, so I would assume that this couch probably pulls out as well, kind of into a bed. We're gonna kind of get a little bit settled in. Like I said, our bags aren't here yet, but the room was ready at 1 o'clock, so we came right here basically as soon as the room was ready, so we can drop some things off. I can kind of unload my backpack a little bit because I always have a bunch of camera stuff and my computer and whatnot, so let's get to it. So we all purchased a drink package of some sorts. Taylor and I have alcohol. Ethan is not of that age yet, so he just has soda. But one thing that's kind of nice is that once you get on board, you can get one of these cups. It's included, and you can take it to the freestyle machine, which is Coke, and get whatever you want. You could probably take these to a bar and have them put your cocktail in it, but you know, we kind of just get it, and then we almost never use it after that. So don't forget to get it though if you do have a soda package, because it is worth having for your you know, Coke and whatever else that they have. We decided to make our way upstairs to show Matthew and Ethan the solarium. This is where Taylor and I tend to spend a lot of our time, just kind of chilling, relaxing. I might read a book. She's laying down and getting sun, and so it's a nice place. Love how that there is some glass over here, so even if it does kind of start to rain, you still have some protection from that so that you're not getting soaked if you don't want to get wet. We made our way to the back of the ship for an official Friends reunion, so to speak. This is probably where we spent another good portion of our time, back here by the flow riders. There's 2 on the Oasis class ships. There's 1 on either side of the ship, and it's just a nice fun place to hang out. They have a bar, which is where everybody else is at.
I'll go after you.
So we are going to tour really quickly Caitlin and Tyler's room. So they have also a balcony. Their room layout is a little bit different than ours. The bed is by the window. They're all like watching from the doorway. But it's almost exactly the same as ours, except the bed and the couch are in a different, well, the desk is in a different spot. And then we'll just step outside so you can see what it looks like. As I try to do this with one hand, sucking out all the air because the door's open. But they have this kind of nice, like, people watching overlook in Central Park, which is kind of cool. So you got the slides up there. Yeah, a little bit different, but still, nonetheless, a balcony that I think is still kind of nice to have, and is cheaper than the ocean view if that is something that you're interested in. Now, one thing that I love about Royal Caribbean is that on Embarkation Day, almost everything is open for you to go and do and enjoy and see and experience. You don't have to wait until we're officially sailing or until the sea day. And we decided that we were going to go and do some wall climbing because, as you can see, there's nobody up here. They do have this up, I think, just to kind of manage how many people are coming up. But this is open, so we decided that we're going to go and climb the wall. Now, I did make a mistake here in thinking that I had the microphones on, which I did not, but it's a lot of fun. This is included. This does not cost you anything extra on other cruise lines. This is something that might be an additional charge, but it's a lot of fun. Had a little competition, healthy competition going between me and my brothers as we scaled the wall. And once we finished climbing the wall, it was officially time to start sailing away. So it is officially dinner time, or so to speak. We've got about 15 minutes, and we're gonna head down just a few minutes early. For us, we are on deck 6, and our
We're literally right by the elevator.
Yeah, I mean, our main dining room for our tables on deck number 4. So, which is kind of nice, because we can just kind of walk out of our room and right down to dinner. And with that being said, there are 12 of us total this week. Hopefully we will all be roughly at the kind of same area, but we'll see. So what I love is that they put these digital screens out here for you to see the menu and what we've got. So tonight we've got southern fried chicken and fish fillet, you know, strip. But something that you should always know is that they will always have, it's not listed on here, but they will always have a chicken, a steak, a fish, and a vegetarian option for those who don't maybe necessarily find something out here that they would enjoy. So, escargot tonight.
You gonna try them?
I don't know. Are you gonna get some escargot?
I am not trying escargot, but something that I am excited about this cruise is that all of Royal Caribbean's menus for main dining have changed for the start of this year.
Oh, right,
Completely new menus, so they're not what they have been in the past. So I'm really excited to see what the menus are like this week. So apparently there's some themed nights, so we're gonna find out. Let's go find that again.
510 and 512.
Yeah,
we should have 2 tables. It should be 2 tables of 6 actually, but we were supposed to have 2 tables of 6 because we're all linked together. But we now have a table of 4 and a table of 6, and that table of 6 is with 2 random people who we don't even know at all. So we have officially sat down for dinner here tonight. It has been quite the start to the vacation. And we're in the main dining room. If you don't know, on Royal Caribbean, you have a main dining room to come to and sit at and eat at every single night. That is completely included. It's always funny when everybody else feels like they have to be quiet. If they don't, they can just keep talking and doing their thing. Something else I always like to mention is for dinner, since it's included, you can get as much or as little as you want. So if you see 2 different appetizers you want to get, feel free to get those. And in addition to your entree and your dessert, if you want 2 desserts, go ahead and get that. And if you have your beverage package, you can get drinks here as well. So that's, he just came back from Matthew because he didn't give him the right stuff. He was trying to get a charge of somebody else's room apparently. But yeah, so they've started taking our orders and our drinks, and we're gonna get some food and eat. They can't hear you, Matthew.
Now, we finished up with dinner. We didn't really show very much. The first night, we really just kind of wanted to hang out, relax, eat our food, not have a camera in our face. But the food was really good and awesome to see a nice change in the menus. And once we finished with dinner, we were making our way through the promenade here to the Blaze Lounge. This is where one of my favorite activities takes place on any ship, and that is silent disco.
I don't even know what to say. We made it to Blaze. We're waiting for the silent disco to open. Everybody's like, yeah.
Open the door. Richard's the first one through. Look at all of these headphones right here. You can't see them at all, but it is dead silence in here as I'm like literally the only person who's talking. It's all you can hear is just my voice. This is the silent disco, which is really cool because literally like there's nothing else going on. Like you can hear Tyler over here trying to sing. But this is like one of my favorite things is coming here and just hanging out. And dancing and just having a good time, and you know, I mean, all you hear is just what's in your headphones. So you got 2 channels, green and blue. So we are just finishing up at the silent disco. We're gonna head upstairs for the potential balloon drop, which is a first for us to see on Royal Caribbean. We've never seen that before. So we knew that they did that kind of for like the New Year's Eve stuff, but we didn't know that they actually kind of did it for like all the sailings. So we're gonna head upstairs for that from silent disco, which is on deck 4. We're gonna go up to deck 5, I believe. This is the promenade. So these balloons up here, apparently they're going to drop here in about I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. As part of kind of like the sail away and for the trip. I have no idea where Taylor and Tyler and Caitlin are at, We thought we might see the balloons drop. Michaela just pointed out that it happens at midnight.
We gotta have other people around to keep me in line.
Bedtime for us.